Hello and welcome to the 2019 Discraft Ledgestone Insurance Open. This is our second round front nine coverage of the men's league card here. Our coverage is provided by Earth+Him CBD Specialties. We got Jerm and Nate commentary, Jeremy Koling and Nate Perkins.
Again, thanks for having me, Jerm. Paul McBeth, 11 down round one, leading the field by 4.
Yeah, that's a pretty good lead after one round.
Yeah.
This guy, Alex Russell, is going to try to chase him down today. 7 under, very respectable round one score.
Really excited to see Alex play today.
Oh, there we go. The CSI Miami.
This is the tournament where Reid just completely got famous, I guess.
Yeah, it's totally just he's in his element. And obviously we got Ricky Wysocki. We got a battle of the monsters and the guys trying to chase him. It's what an iconic course, what an iconic tournament. What a difficult course all the way around.
Absolutely.
Only a few holes even play under par. Moving right along to hole 1, par 4, 633 feet. Just a big crush off the tee. You want to maybe fade a little bit right to avoid hyzering out of bounds to the left if you're a right-handed backhand player. Reid obviously is a lefty, so he should have a pretty big hyzer.
Yeah, it's a good hole for the lefty.
Huntington Beach, California. The 2016 Discraft Ledgestone Insurance Open champion and 4-time world champion.
Looks like Paul's going to be throwing that Onyx again.
Yeah, he likes the Onyx a lot for these straight, stable, kind of like the hybrid style fairway driver, where it's not quite driver speed, not quite fairway driver speed, right in the middle. And playing a nice, wide, safe hyzer out to the right, and that should be right in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, that's about as wide as you can start it out with that tree being right there off the tee. And this is actually Alex Russell's first time on the lead card at a Disc Golf Pro Tour, believe it or not.
Well, we've seen him on some Jomez this year, but has it been on
maybe a
national
tour?
tours?
But that's what he said. So
Okay.
pretty exciting for Alex. I know he's having a great year.
Yeah, kind of a breakout season so far for Alex. He's definitely been playing some really good golf.
And this is what he's been relying on. This forehand has taken him so far this year. I mean, he's got that little Nate Sexton little hop that he added that in over the off season. I know him and I were speaking about that, and that's been really helping him out with his distance.
He loves throwing champ bosses for his forehands. He's very accurate and gets a lot of distance with them. And we were experiencing, you can see here, these flags are moving. There was a lot of wind to speak of.
Yeah, there was a little bit more wind during round 2 than round 1, if you didn't play in the monsoon, that is.
Yeah, right. Now, the hyzer play for the lefty is great because it's going to keep you safe away from the water, but the problem is it makes it a little bit difficult to get that approach close to the basket because you're going to finish probably 300 feet away from the basket still.
Yeah, and uphill as well.
I just don't understand how Rick's hat stays on his head sometimes. It blows my mind.
Ricky has been really throwing far this year.
Yeah. Well,
Hasn't
every
he?
year.
I feel like he's
Every
throwing
year.
further this year. I'm not sure if that's if that's a real thing, but the way that he's just getting those destroyers high and flat, nose down, and it's beautiful.
That's an ideal placement, too, because you don't have to worry about going down the cliff on him running the putt from 70 feet. So we could see a nice little run here from Rick. Look at that from Reid. Great approach shot. That's kind of an awkward stance on that side. He'll having to throw kind of a full shot. This needs to get
down.
Oh, no, this is...
That's the danger of throwing the backhand on that hole into the wind. It just lifted, and that's going to be OB, and he's going to have an obstructed putt with the trees right there.
It's kind of a double penalty there. And Paul under the basket for the easy tap in. Rick, I wonder if he's going to get... Nah, it looks like he just kind of...
laying that one up.
Yeah, and that's pretty smart. He was actually maybe a little bit further, maybe closer to 75, 80. Oh, no. Just... It looked like that was maybe even center, but just too high for the basket to catch. You're not going to see that putt stay on many baskets, but that's going to be an unfortunate start for Alex here with the bogey, and the rest of the card is going to tap in their easy birds. Hole 2, par 4, 615 feet. Such an incredibly well-designed par 4, in my opinion. It's a really tough tee shot, getting that height right and getting the distance right to get down to the landing zone. But even if you throw a great shot, you still have many trees in the way. You really have to be very precise with your tee shot to give yourself really nothing in the way. But even then, look at this green. It's sloping towards the water.
OB right as well.
OB right as well, exactly. So there's a lot of things to account for here. And Paul's going to go back to that roller. We saw him try that in round 1 and hit the tree. This one's looking really great. Good. Oh, that is better than anything I've ever seen on this hole for
that's
placement.
About as good as it gets. That's a super aggressive play to throw the roller down toward the water like that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going something pretty understable, probably an Avenger SS.
Oh, Reid going high, wide hyzer.
And if you got the power for it, why not? Reid's got the power for it, apparently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking that ceiling completely out of play. They're just going over the top. Getting that high and left, and he's leaning it over to the right, and does it hang on?
No, it just filters out.
But man, if that had just held on there, that would have been A1 position.
Do you think he was wanting to go that high? You think he's trying to go for that high pocket up there?
It's hard to say. I think.
Yeah, it is.
And Alex has gone out of bounds too. He's just so smooth with that forehand. It just gets that distance so quick.
It's hard to throw it that far to get out of bounds. I mean, it's all of 400 feet to make it to the water.
Well, it's downhill. If you get the height right with the fast disc, I could see it happening. Obviously, we had 2 players do it, so. And Reid trickles in, but that's actually going to be kind of a difficult putt with that low ceiling.
Death putt. And this is a tough approach.
That's going to come up way short, and Alex is going to be in danger of starting off bogey here.
It can be tough to commit to that shot with the green just sloping down toward that water. I mean, the water is only 15, 20 feet away from this pin.
And look at Paul going. Smart play there.
Wow.
Knowing that the grass is not as skippy as years past, goes with the hyzer shot to the left, right to left sloping green, and executes it perfectly.
Great approach.
Yeah, really great approach. He had basically a pretty similar line to Alex.
It's a tough start.
Russ has got to get things going here. He is 2 over through 2 holes. There you have it. There's that low ceiling putt downhill towards the water. Yeah, that is just the miss you're going to see 9 times out of 10, I feel like.
Yeah, just low when you're that low.
It's just hard to get the disc up.
Interesting that he wouldn't go to a knee.
Yeah, some players just don't like that because when their hands swing down, they kind of touch the grass, and it's just not comfortable for them. They want that free swing.
Okay, that makes sense.
But, I mean, yeah, I kind of deal with that sometimes. I like putting from the knee, but it definitely becomes an issue sometimes trying to keep your hands off the ground.
Yeah. Paul extending his lead.
Yeah, big time. Paul's off to a pretty good start here. Hole 3 is par 3, obviously, 260 feet straight up the gut here. A couple different backhand routes. There's the straight putter shot. The wide hyzer with the flip up mid range is also a play we've seen a few times, and also the backdoor over the cart path is a sidearm or the backhand for Reid.
You know, this is one of the shortest holes on the course, but it's just got so much danger that.
Oh man, and that may have been drifting out of bounds if it weren't for that late tree.
And I'm really shocked to see it hit the tree and stay in bounds.
Right, that is not something you see very often. And Reid going with the backhand turnover, and that was looking so good, but just needed to turn over a bit sooner.
Ricky going up the middle with a rock.
Wow.
Just a little too much hyzer on that one.
Kind of gets through as good as it possibly could have. And
Circle 1 right there?
Yeah, right on the edge of it at least. Nice shot from Alex. It's going to come up a little bit short, but still right up the gut, clean the whole way. And in 2 rounds, we haven't seen anyone go over the sidewalk yet, which is kind of a surprise to me because it's probably the most open gap you have.
Yeah.
But it's also very dangerous, obviously, with the...
Yeah, it brings that bogey into play with those late guardian trees.
Oh, wow. Great run.
Just a little high from 45 feet. Okay, Ricky looks like he's just outside circle 1 as well. Oh no. And the rare air ball. Don't really see
No.
right and left misses from Ricky.
No, not really. Alex, there's the play
There
he
we
was
go.
looking for. Back on the board here with the birdie. One of the things that's helped propel Alex to his great year so far is a very strong putting game. Very smooth, very easy. It's very nonchalant with his form. Just kind of steps up and gets it done. You can tell there's not a whole lot going on
Yep.
in his head in terms of like trying to complicate the situation.
Yeah, I actually spoke to him earlier this year about it, about how much practice and how he's visualizing stuff, and he says he just keeps it on the pole.
Yeah, exactly. It's that easy. That hole was averaging 3.18. Can you believe that?
260 feet? I really can't.
It's pretty hard to believe.
Yeah.
Moving on to hole 4, one that is just
What is this one averaging? Because this is
A lot.
I've seen a lot of numbers. I mean,
Yeah.
we saw Simon take a 6 on it yesterday from 20 feet.
yeah. James Conrad took a 7. I mean,
What?
Yeah, it's this hole's brutal, guys.
This needs to hyzer. It looks like it is.
This is looking.
This looks amazing.
That's the best shot I've ever seen on this hole, I think. And it's going to be.
Wow.
Well, no, he's not obstructed. I thought he was on the left side of the basket, but he's going to have a clean open look inside the circle.
I have yet to see that line work out, but that was beautiful. And I'm pretty sure this is confirmed now, right? We're 2 for 2. Paul is playing this hole for par.
I don't think so.
You think that those are just misfires?
Just
that he's
barely.
trying to flip that one up?
I think
He's such a stable putter, though.
I think he's trying to go for the putter birdie.
Yeah.
Look at that smooth forehand from Reid Frescura. Oh, catching one of those trees. There's a lot of them down here in this fairway. Once you get over that hill and you hit your gap, then it's kind of like you just kind of cross your fingers and hope that you miss all the limbs and trees and
Yeah.
can get as lucky as Alex did to get down there in the circle.
So Rick's going hyzer flip, Casey rock, down the middle.
I like that play. That looks so good. And he's going to be left side, kind of out of the realm of having a look at it. But
He's going to have a
well,
look.
oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Never mind. Way closer.
He's like circle 1 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is why this hole just collects numbers, because it's this approach right here, downhill, elevated basket, OB. Paul once again laying up from what could be an attackable range, but with still a 6-stroke lead.
Alex connecting, keeping it on the pole, as you said. That is a great way to bounce back. Birdie's on 3 and 4 to get him back to even on the round.
See how even keel he is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
2 birdies on this hole.
that's amazing. So we just missed the memo on how to birdie the hole.
Yeah, for some reason I was pulled up on round 3 stats.
Okay, and there were none.
Yeah, and so
Okay,
the
wait, they're already
3.16 average was for the players that are out there on the course right now, because we're doing commentary at 10 o'clock in the morning, so there's the
People are
bottom
playing.
half of the field are playing right now, so I can understand why those stats are a little bit off. We'll get back to the right stats momentarily. Baseball field hole, far, hard, OB everywhere.
Looks like Alex is lining up the safe hyzer.
And just ultra safe, not even going for. I mean, some people who play that shot safe are still trying to get like right
Circle
around,
2, right?
yeah, just like around that range.
Mhm.
But Alex is just saying, nope, I don't want to get any part of that.
Rick is certainly attacking this. What? Oh, he's laying up.
Wow,
That's very interesting to
Mhm.
see, being 6 strokes back. It's like he just is that Firebird?
I'm not sure what tie-dye disc he's
Yeah.
doing, but it could be a Firebird. Just a nice safe play there.
Like an old school like factory die one.
Paul's definitely playing pretty safe here. Safe for Paul is different than safe for you and I. And
Wow.
just
and Paul, after Rick lays up, says, "Okay,
yeah,
I'll just take another one on you."
hammer fisting.
Wow, Reid going for it.
Not many lefties have the cojones to rip after this. Look at that. That is unbelievable, man.
Amazing, Reid.
That is so sick.
And why is it harder for the lefty? Just makes
it
the
just
shape
looks harder.
of it.
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
it's not harder.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
I think
The shape of it. I mean, it feels like it makes it smaller. The angle that the disc has to come in versus
a righty can play that shot lower, whereas a lefty has to kind of like spike in at a very specific time. A righty can kind of play that shot wide, hyzer, fast, low. Oh man, I was expecting another. I was hoping for another CSI Miami moment.
that was on his hole.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And he does. He gets another one on Ricky.
it's another one on everyone.
On
It's not just Rick.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Not
How
many
many
people
birdies
are-
did we have during round 2?
Round 2, we had. No way, we had. Oh, that was hole 4. Gosh, I told you I'm gonna get the stats right soon. 13 players out of 180, so rare.
And this one is probably playing
Oh, it's
over 4.
3.68. So
Okay.
pretty much plays as a par 4. Hole 6, par 4, 897 feet. Go ahead and just think of it as a par 5 though, because if you go for it in 2, you're an animal, and it's a small green, and you have to go with a fast disc. So it's just like total commitment, hyzer. If not, you're going to see people play pretty smart, try to keep it down the fairway and just play for the 4.
And this is one of the more open holes on the course, and it was windy. This first landing zone is the size of
Yeah.
a football field, and it was still difficult to land in bounds yesterday.
And Paul's tee shot's probably out of range.
Yeah, it's
for-
got to be out of position.
I mean,
He's
not-
550 feet away.
He could get there, but that's not the position that he was looking for. Alex getting a little bit tighter, lower, keeping that disc flatter to not get pushed by the wind, and that's a good tee shot.
Yeah, you can see those Discraft flags just ripping.
Mm-hmm. Rick, that is an ultra aggressive play. That is a player who's definitely playing this hole for a 3. Trying to get to that good
Yeah, 'cause
spot
he's
there.
trying to get to that right side. You want to be as close to that corner as possible. Yeah, that's a good angle. That's going to be close to that right side.
And it looks like it's not that close, but from the tee pad, you can't really see those yellow ropes all the way up there. And so it kind of tests your nerves a little bit to get any closer than that.
Yeah. So this is just a safe play. That might have flipped up a little much.
No, I think he likes that. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit to the left side of the fairway, but
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
In front of the second birdhouse. It's a good indicator.
there's kind of a row of dirt or like a mud in the middle of that fairway. That's kind of where these players who are playing this hole for a 4 are trying to land right in that range. You can see it maybe on the left side of the fairway here, which is a little bit darker. That's kind of the spot where you just have like 150 feet left.
Paul's going force. Takes this one out over the OB. That needs to swing.
It needs height. Oh, he gets
wow.
it. Oh, wow.
Can't get any closer.
And you can see
Jerry's face.
Jerry's like, dude, you're crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Jerry, one of the...
He's this guy. He's the guy filming the
yeah,
shot.
absolutely.
Every time you see a shot from the player's perspective,
It's Jerry Gomez.
Jerry Gomez, folks. And Rick is in the circle.
And really, no matter how short this approach is, it's still tricky.
Yeah.
There's just OB everywhere, well inside the circle.
Man, I really like going back to that shot of Jerry there. It just really kind of shows
That needs to sit. Oh, and it does.
that, all the media crews, whether it's Jomez or any of the other guys, we all have relationships with them. Like we all like care about each other, and they're rooting for us. And
Yeah, their hearts are definitely in it.
yeah, and without them, our sport isn't where it is now, and where we want it to be in 10 years. So, hats off to those guys. And Ricky with another airball right. That's 2 of them this round. This one inside the circle though, that's a little bit more egregious than the miss on 3. Alex off the top, a little bit of.
You think it's that OB getting in the players'
It's
heads a little
I
bit?
mean,
It's there.
it's funny to think that if I airball, I'm going to go out of bounds. And so it kind of causes the airball.
Yeah,
it's-
absolutely.
I mean, Rick is a better player than well, let's be fair.
Yeah.
He's one of the best players in the world, and I'm sure that's not going through his head, but like it might be like just there in the presence of that putt. You know what I'm saying?
With no OB behind it, I just don't see him
being
missing,
tentative,
and especially missing the entire basket.
Well, Alex taking a bogey, but the rest of the card. Alex took a bogey? Oh, that putt was for par. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he played it for the par 4 and missed that 28 footer.
The rest of the card able to pick up the par and moving on to hole 7. Second easiest hole in the course is 275 feet straight ahead. These are really the 2 guardians that you have to worry about. Well, I guess 3 guardians. If you throw a good tee shot, those are the 3 that you got to get by to get a park job.
That's a force? He's throwing a force off the tee on this 275-foot hole.
Wow.
I mean, he has thrown a lot of drivers in the past on for his forehands. So I guess it's not so surprising. But it worked out.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Crawled all the way to circle 1.
And Rick is going to be right inside the circle, about 28 feet. Going to have a tree to contend with, I think.
That's a little early release from Reid.
And Russell, one of those players, that smooth mid-range forehand game.
Jumps up, almost touches
Don't
the
know
pin.
if that was a pig or a rhino, but it looked like it was one of those discs.
I think it's the Ricky Wysocki signature pig, actually.
Yeah, and he's got the touch that you're looking for in a well-rounded, versatile sidearm.
Yeah, he does.
Reid looks like he's heading towards a guardian, sneaks by it. He'll have a park job for an easy par. There's a Ricky Wysocki we know. You know, missing a couple putts. He's still 3 down through 7 holes. He's off to a good start.
Yeah, 2 air balls, but none of them really cost him, they didn't.
Yeah. Well, I want to say 3 is a bonus birdie, but
Yeah.
certainly 6 is a bonus birdie had he made that. So
Right, the front 9's definitely the more difficult one, and he's still 3 down through 7 holes, so he's not really hurting that much. I mean, he is still 1 back of Paul within this round.
Yeah, and 7 back total, so he's hurting a little bit, but not too bad.
Don't know what I'm talking about, Jerm. Hole 8, par 4, 793 feet. Again, this gap is 300 feet away. It's only 50 feet across, and you're teeing off from OB. So you have no choice but to go for it.
Right, you have to get in bounds. And if you don't get in bounds, you go to a drop zone, which basically brings 5, only 5, and probably 6.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone has ever gotten up and down from the drop zone.
I would imagine not. And Paul, that is
Just inside.
filet mignon, folks. That is so good. That probably sets up a putter for him to throw for his.
Yeah, he probably will throw that Z Luna again. Ricky going the Huck Tri-Fly Destroyer.
And that's going to be really far.
That is a good 50 feet in front of Paul's.
Yeah, maybe. That's just so huge. To be able to just commit to a shot that fast and hard through that gap.
Check out this hop right here, though.
Oh, yeah.
That hop. That's what it's all about right there. That sex. Yes, dude.
Is it a timing thing, or do you think it's a momentum, or what is it?
It's both. I think you're getting your weight behind it. It just makes that transfer a little bit more of an efficient movement from right foot to left foot.
Oh goodness, Reid going for something huge. I don't know where that tee shot landed. Looks like it's out of bounds, but
That was a misfire.
Yeah, just a little bit too much angle.
I mean, it'd be nice to have Nate on here, the other Nate, to dissect that for us and kind of explain why he chooses to do that little crow hop.
Well, come on.
He's inside circle 2?
He's inside circle 2 from the drop zone. That's ridiculous.
I hope he proves us wrong and
Yeah.
gets up and down.
That's insane.
Oh, and Paul gets over on the Luna.
And I was going to say, it looks like it's heading towards that pond, and it
I
does.
wonder if he's going to get that back.
You know, all the water out here is murky. It's hard to see anything that's even on the edge.
Showing a little frustration right there on that
Just throw it to the pin.
miss.
Don't try to lay it up.
Ricky just has a big approach.
And that needs to hold on. Oh, it does. Wow. A sidearm pig approach. Kind of blows me away.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that drive was far.
Alex, this needs to get down.
Like Alex just laid up to
circle 2.
Oh, no.
And that...
he knew it, too.
That disc is probably gone, folks.
Yeah, that creek is moving. Let's go, Reid. He does it.
Are you serious?
Just when we said it, Jerm.
Unbelievable.
No one's ever done it. He got up and down from the drop zone, guys.
Oh, my God. That must be like 470
feet away to the pin. His shot was 470, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would say it's
550.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe. That's insane. And Paul was...
Oh, and he
doesn't really... I don't know if he just didn't have a look or what, but having to lay up, and that's going to be a bogey for Paul after the picture-perfect drive. And just like that, Ricky snagging 2 strokes back from the lead.
So Paul decides to lay that one up. Why? Why do you think? Because of the water right behind it? Because he was blocked, or?
Well, I mean, look at his lead. You know, the last thing you need to do is play with anything when you've got a 7-8 stroke lead.
Yeah, he can afford to lose the 2 that he's losing to Rick, but not 2 more.
Exactly, and we can't really see like what he had to deal with there with his lie. He could have had an awkward stance. Taking a look at the leaderboard here, we've got McBeth still in the lead by 5 strokes over Ricky with that 2-stroke swing right there. Kevin Jones off to a hot start. He's jumped up 11 spots already.
He's 4 down through 8.
Yeah, he's doing really good things right there. The rest of the card, you can see this is a tough course. There is a lot of movement to be had on any part. The back nine's a little bit better scoring. Let's get back to the action now. And we're on to hole 9. Last one on the front, par 3. This is kind of the beginning of a little birdie stretch of about 4 holes where you want to get 2, 3, and if you can get all 4 of them, you are off to a great start.
This was playing windy during round 2.
Yes, it was.
Headwind, a little bit of right to left, which does not really help the right-hand backhand player. It kind of lifts those discs, makes you think about the height on your shot.
And Rick smoothly throwing that one. That looks like it's going to come up a little bit short. Yeah, just about circle's edge. But nice and safe. And
this is what I've been waiting for. I really wanted to see if Reid had the forehand for this hole.
Oh, and that is way, way left. But that's safe.
Wow. Yeah, looked way OB left, but just kind of dove out of the air.
Do you want to share your Nathan Queen story? My buddy Nathan Queen from North Carolina, he's a lefty.
Doesn't really throw forehands.
Yeah.
I asked him what he was doing on this hole, and he was very honest and said that he's going straight to the drop zone. So shout out to Nathan Queen for admitting that this is a very difficult hole for a lefty without a big forehand.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, and this is just... The bogeys are just adding up for Alex right now.
Yeah, we get to see that drop zone here.
This is not an easy shot. Oh, just over the wall, inside circle 1.
And this is, I don't know if this is a temporary move or if they plan on keeping the hole here. I'm kind of curious when Worlds comes back here in a month and a half.
Man, is it really that soon?
It's pretty soon.
That's not too often that we're playing the course in the year that we play
twice in 2 months. Yeah, but wow, off to the right side.
He's gonna lose another one. All of a sudden, we have a ball game, guys.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's. I mean,
it's
Eureka, Lake Eureka.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
what did he start with? He started with
4 strokes over Alex Russell.
6 on Ricky.
Yeah, 6 on Ricky.
Now down to 4.
Just 4. So that's the front 9 for you folks. Thank you so much for watching. Look at that. Another shout out to the JomezPro Founders Club. Get active on Patreon. Support the coverage that you love. Support disc golf. Subscribe now. Comment, like the video.
And make sure to tune in for this epic Ricky Paul battle that we got going on.
Yeah, it's going to be epic, guys. We'll see you guys soon.